Hello and welcome to Imperfectly Me Crafts. We are here at Penrose Brewing Company in... I did so good the first time. Hello and welcome to Imperfectly Me Crafts. We are here at Penrose Brewing Company in Geneva, Illinois. Here to try the brews, check the views, and see what they offer to all of you. We are loving this place's beer. We've had several of their beer canned. We haven't had it here at the brewery, so we're super excited to check this place out. This place is in our backyard. They're like an hour from our house. We hadn't heard of this place until we made friends with Don's Beer Reviews. If you haven't checked him out yet, you must. But he had a subscription box that he got that had Penrose Brewing Company as one of the beers offered, and we bought it to drink along with him, and now we're here. The space is fantastic. They got this event room that's all barrels. They have the best staff ever. Like, the staff is wonderful, and we can't wait to show you what's inside. So come on, let's go. Hello and welcome to Imperfectly Me Crafts. I'm Mallory. Chu is to the side of the camera today.
Hi.
We are starting first round. We are going to start with Drift. This is an American IPA. It is a 6.3 ABV. See how it smells. It smells juicy. It smells citrus. It smells pineapple, lime. Cheers to the beginning of first round. I had a little more hop than I was anticipating. And it keeps going.
It's a linger?
It's lingering, yes. Definitely hits closer to a West Coast, but you get the mosaic. It has a big hop flavor. The juice is more on the nose. You get a little bit of it in the flavor, but the hop takes over. It's very balanced. This is probably a 1 buddy foot.
Yeah.
But I really enjoy this. It's very clean, a little dry finish, and it makes you want another sip. We're moving on. And as we move on, because of our setup here, I have to move the coaster that's showing Penrose. Our next one is actually called their Goofy Boots. They have a whole series of their Boots beers. There's Goofy Boots, there's versions. Oh, Lil Boots, that's the sessionable one. Great American Beer Festival Bronze Medal in 2019. Great American Beer Festival Gold Medal winner in 2020. I smell juice on the nose, pineapple, lots of citrus, something else, something sweeter, like a peach almost. A little bit of lime as well. Ooh, juice forward. The juice wraps around the tongue. Sweet juice, but right in the middle of the mouth, you get this hop bite to it. Not a harsh bite, it's a nibble. It's a hop nibble.
Like an ear, it's a sexy nibble.
Chew, they don't need to hear about that. It's literally half and half for the juice versus the hop. Very, very well balanced. I like that one a lot. I think this is also a 1 bunny foot. I could see myself having more than one of that in a sitting because the flavor is so nice. It just wraps your mouth in this citrus tropical happiness with that hop end. That's beautiful. All right, we are popping our coaster over to these two. Our next one is called Raz Fruit. This one happens to be one of their kettle sours, and it is jam-packed with raspberries. So this one is a 7.5 ABV, and the nose is real soft. You know what it smells like? It smells like being in a raspberry field. You're not eating the raspberries, but you can smell them off the vine without actually like plucking the raspberries and eating them, which is exactly what I would do next if I was walking in a raspberry field, just so you know. I would not be able to restrain myself very long. Cheers. Got a little pucker. It's got a little pucker. One pucker, but that raspberry is so pretty. Oh, that's really good. It's like a raspberry jam, but soured up. They used a lot of raspberry in that one. Super gentle though.
Yep.
I mean, it literally is. Walking through the raspberry field, I just picked a raspberry, I tasted it.
But it's definitely more sour than
that is so nice. I normally don't hand the beer to him twice, but this one I have to because he's sour crazy anyway.
You might have to start doing that more often.
Where I hand them to you more often?
Yeah.
Everyone has seen I leave at least half in the glasses, and Chew generally gets to finish most of them. So I'm not pulling any tricks here.
Yeah, she is.
Our last beer of first round is their Golden Stout. This is a strong golden ale with cocoa nibs, coffee, and vanilla. It's a 7.5 ABV, and it smells just like coffee. It smells like a coffee candy. There are coffee candies that are almost like taffy or like that consistency, but they taste like coffee. That's what it smells like, a coffee candy. And all of their coffee beans are sourced locally from local area coffee roasters. They do everything local for their coffees, which I thought was really cool. Smell this before I sip it, because I think you'll be intrigued.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that crazy?
It smells just like a coffee.
It smells just like a coffee. It freaked me out a little bit.
Yeah.
Last beer of first round. I'm done. First round and I'm done. I could literally drink nothing but this for a year straight. It tastes like coffee, but it tastes like a golden ale too. It has a sweet maltiness with almost like a shortbread or graham cracker back to it.
Like
a breadiness.
you dip a graham cracker into coffee.
Yeah, it tastes like you dipped a graham cracker or like one of those oatmeal cookie sandwiches into coffee. It's so beautiful.
See, she doesn't want to let me. Remember how we just had that taco? She's going to let me have at least 2 sips. It went down to 0 that quickly.
Because we didn't know we were going to find my kindred beer. If we hadn't found my kindred beer, you would have gotten a sip
Isn't that
faster.
the coffee? No, that's the other one. It's Kindred. Coffee.
Yes, actually, Kindred is one of the companies that they source their coffee beans from.
Great googly moogly.
I know, right? That is incredible. I think I might have found my new favorite beer. Mouthfeel is heavy stout, but it looks light and soft. But that flavor, that is a coffee drink straight up. He's not giving my favorite beer back. Leave him mean comments. I need this in my life every day. This is an everyday for me. 7.5, still an everyday for me. This has been a very successful round. I'm looking forward to round 2. But next we're gonna show you a little bit of the brewery so you can see what this place looks like, because I love this place so much. Cheers, everyone.
Oh,
cheers,
I'm talking.
Sorry. Cheers, everyone.
Keep on talking.
Chew. If you talk every time I talk, they're not going to hear anything.
Okay. Go ahead. You can do it now.
Cheers, everyone. All right, boys and girls, it's time for second round. Have them all set up here, and we are in their barrel cellar. Can I just say how much I love this room? They are currently aging beer in these barrels. Super exciting. And we are going to get on with our flight. Our first one is their Mosaic Pilsner. Cheers everyone to the beginning of second round. You know, not much on the nose, kind of a grassy scent, gentle green scent, not much otherwise. There's a hint of that Mosaic funk. Oh, that is pretty. Definitely you get that green, woody, like you just pulled a switch off the tree and stripped it, and that kind of scent to it. The flavor is similar, but there's a little bit of that Mosaic funk happening on the close. Almost like a farmhouse ale or something like that, but you have the Pilsner start to it. So you have a Pilsner turning to a farmhouse. I'm kind of loving this. Our next one is called Orange Glad. It's a 5%er. It's a sour, but it has vanilla and lactose. The nose is gentle, a little bit of orange, a little bit of a fresh scent. Orange blossoms almost. Cheers. Whew. That's one pucker. But there's something else there. You get the orange. The orange is strong. It's a tart orange, like a green orange. But there's wheat bread. Breathe out through the nose. I'm getting a lot of this bready, like a sweet bread as well, like honey wheat in the finish to this one. You get the tart orange up front. And it does wake up your taste buds, I'll give it that. I don't know how many of you have delved into the wide range of honey that exists in the world, but there are some crazy amounts of honey. And they have specifically orange blossom honey, where the bees only sample from orange blossoms and you can taste that in the honey after. That's what this reminds me of. The close on it is like an orange blossom honey specific. That is really, really fun.
I didn't know honey did that. It's like wine then, huh?
Yeah,
Depending on
yeah.
where the honeybees.
Depending on what blossoms the honeybees are getting pollen from, it will affect the flavor of the honey. I mean, that's why if you have allergies, having your local honey, like local from wherever you're at, that will help you with your allergies because you're ingesting those pollens, and that will help in the long run. But they can also affect the flavor of the honey based on what kind of blossoms the bees visit. And I thought that was just beautiful.
I'm making her do work today by walking to me.
Yes, Chew is making me actually get up out my seat today. Don't know how I feel about this arrangement.
Me and the audience is very happy about this arrangement.
Why is the audience happy about this?
Because I'm happy, so they're happy.
Oh, I thought it was just the walking away moment.
That might be too. Hate to see you go, but I love to see you leave. Or one of those. I don't know how.
Walk away. We are on to our third beer of second round. So they gave these to me with the stout before the farmhouse. I'm gonna skip ahead to the farmhouse and then finish with the stout. Just a personal preference of mine. I like finishing with the darker beers. So we are on to the grindhouse. So this one is a farmhouse ale. It has mosaic hops and then blueberry and apricot.
I tried.
And you smell the apricot and blueberry on the scent. I'm getting something else though, like a cracker scent, like saltine crackers but no salt.
So, Eden cracker?
Yeah, Eden crackers. You dork. With that fruit backing. I love farmhouse ales. I always have. I like the funkiness and the unusual flavor of them.
I like the fun-kiness of them.
The funkiness?
Yes.
Nice.
I like to emphasize the fun.
Well, let's see if this one puts the fun in funky. That's 2 puckers. That surprised me. So it's a farmhouse ale, but with the added fruit, you definitely get a tartness from them. But there still is just a smidge of funk, a smidge of fun depending on how you want to put it. There's a smidge of funkiness to it, which is really, really, really interesting to me. I mean, farmhouse ales, freaking awesome. Add in a sour fruitedness, and that is a whole new ball game right there. We are on to our last beer. This is called the Daily Grind. It is a 6% ABV, and it is made with coffee. We had the Golden Stout in round one. This smells exactly the same as the Golden Stout. It has that sweet coffee scent, like one of those coffee drinks. Cheers to the last beer of second round. Oh, flavor's different though. It's not the same as the Golden Stout. The scent was the same, but this one hits a little harder on the coffee and the cocoa nibs. The chocolate is much more prevalent in this one. Whereas the Golden Ale, like you got a hint of the chocolate, but it wasn't like straight up in your face. This one is a gentle back seat on some of the other flavors, whereas the chocolate definitely takes the lead with the coffee. They're hand in hand right out front. But at the same time, it's not a super heavy mouthfeel. It's not one that you would drink and be like, oh, I can't have another beer for a couple hours. It's not so heavy that you couldn't have something else after. I don't recommend maybe having like several of these in a row, because then it would be quite heavy, but having one and then having like a lager or a Pilsner would be really, really, actually the Mosaic Pilsner following this would be yeah, check. Oh my God. Having a glass of their Daily Grind Stout, followed by a glass of their Mosaic Pilsner. Heaven. The scent and taste of this, followed by the scent of taste and taste of this, accentuates each other and makes a beautiful, beautiful thing. So yeah, I'm saying one and then the other in a row is the best way to do it.
So if you come here, you have to have 2 drinks.
Well, if you come here, you have to have several drinks because their drinks are amazing. And you know, part of what's fun about what we do in the fact that we come to the breweries and like try a bunch of their beers we're trying all these beers that were made by the same person or people. I mean, there's usually a small group that are making all these beers. With any artist, if you look at all the paintings of Van Gogh, he has a style that he stuck to. Now, he had some variations, but he still had a style. If you look at Picasso, he had a style. He had seasons to it, but he still had a style. Brewers are the same way. I still equate brewing beer exactly to creating art. It's the same damn thing. Exactly the same. I will put a horn honk in that. It is very similar in the fact that they're creating a beautiful palette for you to have. You get to have it, not just look at it, which I think is beautiful. But each brewer comes up with some different things. They'll have a continuing feel to a lot of their beers in a lot of places. For example, Liquid Love, the first brewery we filmed, they have a lot of sours, but they like to play with their flavors a lot. They go all out and they go crazy with it and really try things and see what happens. Other breweries that we've been to, for example, Penn Brewery, very traditional, and they stick to those original recipes with a little variation based on what they have to work with, but it's beautiful nonetheless because you're seeing the overarching scope of what they're doing. For this one, you're tasting the variance in the beer. You're tasting the variance in style. You're still tasting that brewer. You're still tasting that person that went to all that work to bring those ingredients together, to put those ingredients in at the exact same times, and to make this thing that you get to enjoy now. And I love that about the breweries. They're living, breathing, functioning art every single time. Whenever you walk into a tap room and you get to try the beer, you're experiencing art. Keep this in mind when you're going to your next brewery. And they're building these spaces for you to be in.
For Chew to be in?
Yes, for Chew to be in and for you to be in.
You're welcome, guys.
So be in these spaces, check out these breweries. Every time you check out a brewery, you are helping These artists create more art. It's the only way to keep them going. All right, folks, I will get down off my soapbox. But man, breweries are the frickin' bee's knees.
Where do you get the soapbox from?
I don't have a soapbox.
Anybody know what a soapbox is?
It's a box that had soap in it.
Do they even have those nowadays?
Not particularly, but it's a box that would have had soap.
Get off the case of beer now.
I'll get off my keg. Cheers to second round. We are headed on to Choose Challenge next. Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
We are ready for Choose Challenge, and we are going to be doing shuffleboard. We have a camera set up down there at the end to show if anyone gets 1 point, 2 points, or 3 points. The people who get closest to the bottom win, and we have 3 rounds. She was going to be yellow pucks. I'm going to be red. So here we go. Do you want to go first or me?
You.
All right.
Because I won last time.
Red pucks are going first, and we'll see who wins after 3 rounds. Round 1, here we go. Oh, just a little bit too far.
You ate your Wheaties. So did I.
All right, try 2. Oh. All right, she has 3 points after round 1.
Does that mean I go first now?
Yes, you go first now. She was still in the lead with 3 points to 0 points after second round.
That's what you call good defense?
That wasn't defense, that was terrible throws.
Nope, good defense.
You go first again because you're in the lead. Yeah. All right. She won with 3 points to 1 point. She was the winner of Choose Challenge. We had such an amazing time at Penrose Brewery. If you guys decide to check out the place yourself, we're going to put all their details right here and down in the description below. Tune in next time to see us on our next crafty journey. This is Mallory and Chew signing out. Cheers, everyone.
Didn't one of the other beers we had today had apricot in it? Or is this the only one? Okay. And in that case, remove what I just said.
No worries, I gotcha.
Do not add that to the bloopers.
I might add it to bloopers, we'll see. We are on to our 3rd beer of last call. And I think someone's trying to break in through the back wall, I'm not sure.
That's how good the beer is here. They're trying to get in from
I
the
know,
outside.
that's how good the beer is, they're trying to break in. Words are fun. I
good,
do them
goodly.
goodly.
That probably did not work out at all. But I had fun doing it. One more. What the heck? It's just like I'm trying to clap and I'm an idiot. Okay, go ahead.
It looks like I'm trying to clap and I'm an idiot. That made me happy on every level.
Bum, bum, bum.
It has, what was the fruit? I have to look.
You're my berry, Blueberry. Doesn't quite work as good as You're My Boy, Blue.
No, it doesn't. Sorry. So, yeah, that is the big thing on this whole video. Awkward moment as I forgot what to say. Bloopers, yep,
Yep.
we do that too.
Okay, let me clap on that. All right.
Do what you gotta do, babe.